Hi all, this is Simona Rich. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going through a very difficult time because one of the most important planets in my natal chart is being targeted by malefics, and I was wondering how this is going to manifest. I thought it's going to be some kind of attack on my business, and it was in one way. But then it manifested in many other ways because that planet is connected not only with my business but with myself. And basically, I'm going through some difficulties with health. My tooth, one of my tooth started paining, and a few nights ago I had such intense pain. I didn't know what to do. It was extreme, and because I've only paid for a month of the necessary health insurance, I still need to pay for 2 months for me to be able to access free health services, and private dentistry is very expensive. So I was wondering what to do. Should I spend so much money to get that tooth removed or something like this? But then it's going to be like more than 200 euros likely. But then I thought maybe natural remedies would help. So what I did was I used tea tree oil, and that actually at night, when I had this extreme pain, I put tea tree oil on cotton swab, and then I put it into that area, and the pain after 30 minutes reduced to the extent that I was able to sleep. And after that I bought clove oil, essential clove oil, and I'm using it till now. So for 2 days, yesterday there was no pain at all. Today there is slight pain, but I think that situation is improving, and I think I won't even need to get that tooth removed, because if I manage to reduce the pain, it means the situation is not as bad as I thought. So hopefully this will hold up, this treatment will hold up until I have free health care, so that I'm able to do something about the tooth. Then another problem that happened was with my website. I transferred my website to faster hosting SiteGround. Before I used Namecheap, and it was a very good hosting service. I highly recommend it for customer service. Their customer service is great. So whatever problem I had with my website, especially if the website was experiencing some technical difficulties, they always helped very fast. Like when the website was down, they were able to very quickly act and help. But I transferred to SiteGround thinking that the service would be much more improved, because obviously it's a much more expensive hosting platform. And to my disappointment, their customer service totally sucks. Because I enabled Cloudflare, which should make my website faster, the website went down. So basically they had some wrong configuration on their servers or something like this. So I contacted them, and 3 staff members were unable to bring my site up. That never happened to me with that other previous hosting service, Namecheap. They just were totally incapable to help me. That was so stressful because my website was totally inaccessible. The 4th staff member eventually was able to help and explain what happened. So the only one that understood what's going on. That's such a disappointment. The server response, basically the servers of SiteGround are twice as fast as Namecheap, so that's good. But the customer service totally sucks. They're unable to help, and it's even hard to contact them because you have to go through submission of, my problem, then they redirect it to possible help options. So it's even difficult to get access to that live chat. But this is so disappointing. I don't know what to do because I paid for a year and the servers are faster, but the help is unavailable. So I'm thinking what to do. So basically, that's how this negative transit, the attack of malefics on my major planet, is manifesting. And it might be that there could be some other ways of it manifesting. For example, I'm especially concerned about moving, because when I'm going to move, maybe this will trigger some problems. But I hope this won't happen, but it could. So I'm going through some more difficult times, but this is life. Sometimes we experience very good things and everything goes according to the plan, and sometimes we experience very bad things, but we can learn from those negative things. So would I not have that toothache, I would not have learned how to, you know, help myself, how to disinfect the root, and I was able to do it. So now if something happens as such again, I would be able to act faster. So what else is happening in my life? I bought the seeds to plant for the month after. The month of February, I did not find the seeds to plant that time, the ones that I would eat, the vegetables that I would eat, but I will probably plant the seeds into compost in March. So I'm still going to stay in this place. So I'm going to plant it in some small pots, and I'm going to then book a taxi to take me to my land, which is over an hour away by car. I think it's an hour and 50 minutes or something like this. Is quite far from this place. So I'm going to plant everything now, and I'm mentally preparing for what's to come, because that those negative transits may make it quite difficult for me to establish myself. But at least I know that's the benefit of knowing astrology and knowing what the natal chart tells you. Basically, you can be more prepared. So I know when the transits will end. I know they are not forever. So this gives hope, and it's very good to know in advance what the stars tell, so that you can prepare for difficult times. So I wasn't taken by surprise. I was actually expecting something going wrong because of the transits, and it did. So it was much less of an impact than if I wouldn't have known that this would happen at all. So, but I'm watching YouTube videos about how to build houses, how to do farming, so that I'm very prepared, and I'm researching building materials. I'm hoping that my neighbor, who is a builder, will be able to help me, and that my finances would allow that. So I decided to build extension to my hut. It's going to be kind of, I wanted to make it permanent place. I forgot the name, that material. I will put it on this video. So basically I want proper foundation, and I'm not going to make that extension big, but as big as I can, so that I have much space and I can put all the electric stuff there, because my hut is wooden, so I prefer electric stuff to stay in the place that I will build. And I'm going to buy the I don't know how it's called, the material that you put on the soil, and then I will put stones on that, so that all the weeds, all the grass die, because it's just too much stuff there. I'm unable to do anything. So what I will do, I will keep it for a year covered, and then all the weeds will die, and it will make new soil, and I will plant on that. And then I will also make, for the harvest of this year, no dig gardens, maybe 1 or 2 on that land. So I'm going to collect card boxes, and I'll lay it on the ground, and I will put water in them according to what I watched the videos explain. And then I will put compost, and I will plant all the seeds or seedlings into the thick compost layer. And this, by the time they are starting to root into the deeper ground. The card box probably will have been broken down and it would be able to just grow this way. I don't know if it would work because I'm new to this lifestyle, but I'm going to try because it will save so much of my time, because digging the ground is very difficult. If you've never done that before, you may try. Probably you will not like it, especially the ground that is full of weeds, full of grass, because then the layer that the roots of those weeds and grasses form is very hard to penetrate. So it's very difficult job. So if I'm able to have a garden without digging it, I would be the happiest person on earth, and that would be the way that I would do my gardening from then on. So hopefully that would work. I'm going to move to my land at the beginning of April. So right at the time when I could plant the seedlings or plant more seeds, this is a good time to move. It's also not going to be as cold. So that's pretty much all the updates I have for you now. Because of the quarantine situation, not many people go out. All of them wear masks, and because it's cold, it's kind of, I now wear like a scarf on my nose. But once warmer weather comes, I don't think I will wear a mask anymore. And anyway, I will be on my land, so that's the village area, nobody would care anyway. So unless I go to shops, of course, then I would have to wear it. But now actually it's the time where everyone doesn't mind in Lithuania to wear masks, because they kind of protect from cold. But probably when the weather gets warmer, fewer people would wear masks. So now I see some people out, but not many. But now I'm really enjoying my time in Vilnius because it's so beautiful. Now it's snowing all the time. Now I'm looking at the courtyard full of snow, and it's not even that cold. Today it was -14, but it doesn't even feel that cold when you're wearing warm clothes and it's sunny. So I really enjoy walking here, but I've been here now for how many months? Maybe 4 months, and I think I need to change scenery. So yes, after 2 months I think I would be really ready to move out and start my life on the land. So that's all the updates I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Take care.